All right, welcome back to Stock Tricks with Nick. After a 5-week break to study for my actuarial exam, we are back. I took my exam on Thursday, find out results in 6 to 8 weeks. We'll see. Either way, that is in the books. Can't do anything to change what I put down, so let's get back focused on stocks. Today, I'll be going over my watch list for the upcoming week from May 10th to the 14th. Got 12 different stocks for you guys today. Um, each of these stocks are going to be above their 200-day simple moving average. We're always looking for strong stocks in an uptrend that have pulled back, tightened up, and are ready to break out again. They're all going to be 150% or 100% above their 52-week low. Again, just focusing on relative strength. If you're coming here for a specific stock, timestamps of each of the setups will be in the comment section below. So you just click to that and you'll get right to it, what you want to see. If you're new to the channel, I do a voting system on my Twitter account that we'll get to in a second, but make sure you go on Twitter, Stock Trick Nick there, and vote on your favorite setup. All right. Quick disclaimer, anything that I talk about is not financial advice, not stock trading advice. This is all for educational purposes only. This is my watch list that I'm looking at. Please do your own due diligence before trading. Trading comes with financial risk. Here is the stock lineup for week 19 of 2021. Not going to read all of these right now, but again, timestamps will be in the comment section below if you want to go to just a couple stocks that you're looking for. The ones with stars aren't any better than the others, but they're going to be in the week 19 vote that you guys can see a setup or an example right here. Choose between AEO, GM, MRO, and UNFI. You'll have up until 7:30 a.m. Central Time, 1 hour before the market opens on Monday, to vote on Twitter. And then however that voting gets allocated, we take the money in the Tik Tok Trading Challenge account and invest it exactly how you guys want it invested. And then at the end of the week, I sell the account and we do this over again. If this account beats my own account on a weekly compounding basis through the end of 2021, I'll be giving away that account to a lucky winner that we'll do in a random draw at the end of the year. All right, with that said, let's jump over to the platform and get into some stocks. First, we have AEO. Zooming out here, we have that nice uptrend that we look for. We have the 200-day simple moving average, now in an uptrend well above the 200-day. We got the 50-day moving average, this red line, 20-day moving average, green line, and 8-day exponential, a little bit shorter term moving average right there. And they're all in the right order. So we have the 200, the 50, the 20, the 8, all doing what you want to see, a nice strong uptrend. We did have this move from the 50-day up about 46% in about a month here through April. Now we had a gentle pullback to the 20-day moving average, a little bounce, and some sideways action. You could have taken this trade on Friday with breaking over May 3rd's high of 36.43, but I think what we could do here is if we open lower and then take out the high from Friday, which would be 36.83, that would be a possible buy point. But you do like to see this nice little pullback, 20-day, bounced right there. And then down here we have average true range, ATR. That measures the volatility in the daily candles. This is coming in, so you now see prices tightening up. Volume nice and light as this flags out. This looks like a quality setup to keep an eye on. So that is AEO, one of the stocks that you guys can vote on. Next we have CADE. And if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing these breakout watch lists every week on Sunday, so you guys can prepare for the upcoming week. Next, we have CADE. You can see from October to about February, this had a really strong run, 177% up here. Now we're starting to trade sideways. We had one pullback here. Let's see, 18%. Second pullback from the high to the low, 10%. Kind of this third one, 2.6 or so. So we're getting that VCP action, volatility contraction pattern, where each pullback is getting a little bit shorter and shorter. Less sellers getting out at each one of these pullbacks. You can see average true range coming in, price tightening up. And on Friday, we had an inside candle. So the highs from Friday were lower than the highs from Thursday, and the lows from Friday were above the lows from Thursday. So price action got even tighter on Friday, less volume. That's what you like to see before a stronger move out of this consolidation pattern. So a break over May 6th high of 23.17 is going to be my buy point on this. CADE. ENVA is next. Again, zooming out, you got the 200, the 50, 20 is under the 50 right now, so you do see this strong pullback that undercut the 50-day moving average. Not much resistance there. So when we're looking at these moving averages, we want to see what is actually holding support, what is actually showing resistance if you're on the other side. But when a name just cuts through the 20, cuts through the 50 like this, you can't use too much credibility on these moving averages to provide support because they haven't shown that. So kind of have to ignore the 20, the 50 here. But what we did see is we saw a pullback in, say, 2 weeks or so in March, and then we bounced, undercut that pullback. So anyone who got in on the pullback had stops under the low, got shaken out with this second pullback. Now we have a stronger bounce. Price tightens up and gets going on Thursday or on Friday. Friday could have been buyable. But what I'm hoping for is kind of that we didn't miss the boat on Friday. Hopefully it doesn't just gap up on Monday. But if we open lower and then take out the high from Friday, 37.04, that would be my buy point on this one. We do see some good volume coming in Thursday, Friday, as this is starting to turn up here. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders with this pattern. It's ENVA. Next we have EWBC. So another one where ATR came in, getting nice and tight. You can see I'm always looking for stocks with very strong patterns that have pulled back, consolidated, and are ready to break out. We're not trying to chase the winners that are already fully extended. Most stocks that are extended are going to come back. They're going to set up. We just have to be patient. No FOMO buying allowed on the Stock Tricks with Nick channel. So very strong, clean uptrend through here, pulled back to the 50. Had some earnings noise through here, but since then started trading kind of sideways. What I would be looking for is just a break over April 29th high of 79.16, right on this kind of local high here. Kind of a cup and quick handle that you're seeing there. EWBC. Next we have General Motors, GM. This was a trade that I was looking at on Friday. Didn't end up taking it just because 5 weeks away from trading. I'm rusty, not trying to do too much, just trying to get back to feeling out the market, getting my strategy, seeing how the market's reacting to my strategy, and then getting the ball rolling on some profits. But didn't take this trade Friday. Still really like the setup. Pulled down to the 50, just nice, some sideways action, but holding good relative strength. You can see right through here would be my buy point. So kind of the middle part of that W. So 59.10, the high from April 27th, that would work. If we also see here, draw a point down from the high, you see that we did kind of break over that diagonal already. So traders that use diagonals as their entry points, they would have gotten in Thursday and Friday already. So we have one group of buyers stepping in. Now we have to get the people that buy with the flat top breakouts. Those are the ones that I'm more likely to buy. And that's what we're seeing over 59.10. It's GM. Next we have HTBK. This one definitely a lighter traded name, only about 100,000 shares traded on Friday. You can see the last 4 trading days, very, very light through here. But ATR coming in, you can see the trading range getting nice and tight, everything getting quiet. But with these lesser known names, lesser volume traded, you can't get the size that you do on trading Google, Apple, anything like that if you do have a large account. With this, you have to be a little bit quicker with your entries, quicker with your exits, and not put too much size on a name that could be this volatile just because liquidity issues. So with this, we're just looking for a flat top buy over 1251, the high from April 26th. It's HTBK. That's halfway through the video. So if you're enjoying it, please leave a like on the video. Share this with your friends. I make these videos on Sunday, and much more trading and personal finance content now that my actuarial exam is over. All right, so next we have Kohl's. Kohl's has been in a very, very strong uptrend, basically ever since vaccine news came out. And I completely missed it coming out of here, and then stopped trading for a while, those 5 weeks to study. But since then, we pulled back to the 50. Now this is an example where we bounced at the 50, bounced at the 50, keep bouncing at the 50. So now we trust the 50-day moving average with this one. That other stock, when it just cut through the 20, cut through the 50, those didn't have any credibility on those moving average. This one has shown at least some credibility, so we'll keep that in mind with this trade. You do have a nice higher volume green day on, that would have been Monday, last Monday, the 3rd. And now ATR is coming in, relative strength is holding up well, and I would take this a little bit lower, a break over 62.51, the high from Monday. That would be my possible buy point on this. That's KSS, Kohl's. Next we have MRO, Marathon Oil. Similar kind of VCP setup, a little bit sloppier than an ideal candidate, but we have a 26% move down, the first pullback, second pullback, let's see this, 19%. And note that that second pullback undercut the lows of the first just by a couple cents. So anyone who got in off this low, people like to put stops right at the low of the day on the pullback. So that was shaken out. So really, it's nice to see these when you're on the outside already, and you don't have a position. Seeing these second pullbacks undercutting that first pullback low, that's a really quality setup that you see. So 26%, 18%. This third pullback, call it 10% or so. So you can see price action getting tighter. Volume kind of all over the place. Nothing super clean about that. Could have taken this on Friday with a break over Wednesday's high or Thursday's high. Since we missed that, I would just be looking for a break over April 29th's high of 1206 as a possible buy point. MRO. Next, we have SIG, the jewelry store. You can see these aren't the tech names that we're used to trading because tech's not working right now. So we're always focusing on the stocks that are showing the most relative strength. And when tech starts showing good relative strength, we'll go back to that. But we're always trying to put our money in what is already getting the money. SIG, you can see nice strong uptrend, 250.28 all in the right order. A couple pullbacks, never really tested the 50-day, but what we're seeing here, a couple daily highs right around the same price. So I would just take this with a break over Friday's high. If we get a couple days that we pull back or tighten up a little bit more, that would be ideal. I would like to be more patient with this, but if we just come out of the gates, break over the high, $66, that would be my buy point with SIG. Two more for you. UNFI. Come on. Yeah, this was one that I was looking to trade in here. We had a false breakout, pulled back, and then it just took off. Since then, we pulled back once, a second pullback that undercut the lows of the previous one. Actually, hold on. 31.96, 31.81. So not quite undercutting that low. If this candle got a little bit lower under this, that would have been perfect. Not perfect, but still good to see. Couple pullbacks, price getting tighter. What you would love to see is volume kind of flip. So the up candle had the most volume, and then the down candle was nice and quiet. That's showing less people getting out. This is a little bit reverse, so not the strongest setup of the group, but still a nice pattern that we can work a diagonal. We can work a like a flat top buy point via around the same price. So what I'm looking at is just a break from 37.90, the high from May 3rd as my possible buy point. Someone buying the diagonal would just go with Friday's high, 37.37. With that, because it has a couple strikes against it, I would wait and let the stock prove me right before getting in instead of jumping in right away. And last but not least, URBN. Similar flag out pattern after a 58-60% move up, pulled back, bounced, second pullback under the first, So you see these two daily lows under the low from the first pullback. Yeah, 50-day didn't really do much. It bounced the next day, but you would like to see some action right around that that would hold support. So kind of negate the 50-day there. Good relative strength. That's picking up a little bit compared to QQQ. And this is just starting to form the right side of the base here. So could have taken this on Thursday. I was a little bit busy on Thursday with the exam, so missed it there. Inside day on Friday, so we're now with the break over Thursday's high, 39.95. Call it $40. That would be your buy point right through there if we're coming out of the right side of the space. Now this might just come out and then form a cup and handle here. So with that, maybe you move half stop to entry after it gets going. I'm going to be trading very defensively coming back because I'm rusty. 5 weeks away. Market doesn't look to be too strong. A lot of growth names have gotten the axe the last 5 weeks, so probably a good thing that I stepped away. Didn't do much trading, but now I want to get back in. But I want to just rush back in, get into trading, but I know that's not right. I need to start seeing some winners, seeing if the strategy that I have is working again before kind of piling on and adding on more exposure. Don't want to just come back and be wrong about everything and lose money. So starting small and letting my winners kind of pay for the other risks. All right, that is going to be the breakout watch list for the upcoming week. Make sure you go onto my Twitter account, vote on your favorite setup, and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next week for the breakout watch list. Take care.